The world isn't collapsing, it's resetting. These aren't just headlines you're seeing. This isn't just another news cycle. What you're feeling, that sense of deep, fundamental change, is real. We're living through one of the most significant transformations in modern history, but it's not happening with a bang. It's happening quietly, almost invisibly, in the background of our daily lives. A global reset is underway, and if you don't understand it, you risk being left behind. Forget what you think you know. This isn't a conspiracy, it's a convergence. 5 massive shifts are happening all at once, rewriting the rules of our world. First, let's talk about the bedrock of the global economy, trade. For decades, we lived in a world of hyperglobalization. Goods and capital flowed freely, following the path of least resistance and maximum profit. That era is over. Old trade alliances, once thought unshakable, are fracturing. New partnerships are forming, not just based on economic efficiency, but on geopolitical alignment. Countries are choosing sides, creating economic blocs that prioritize security over pure cost savings. This isn't just about tariffs or trade disputes, it's a fundamental redrawing of the map of global commerce. Second, the very nature of money is being challenged. For over 70 years, one currency has dominated global trade and finance, but that dominance is now facing its first serious competition in generations. Nations are actively seeking alternatives, diversifying their foreign reserves and building new payment systems that bypass the old infrastructure. This isn't just a financial curiosity, it's a power struggle for control over the global economic operating system. The rise of digital currencies, both state-backed and decentralized, adds another layer of complexity, accelerating this shift away from a single-pillar system. Third, the AI revolution. This is more than just a technological leap. It's a productivity boom on a scale we haven't seen since the Industrial Revolution. Artificial intelligence is beginning to automate cognitive tasks, not just manual labor. It's creating efficiencies, unlocking new discoveries, and promising a future of unprecedented abundance. But this same force is also a powerful disruptor, threatening to displace entire professions and fundamentally change the nature of work itself. The race to dominate AI is the new space race, with nations pouring billions into research and development, knowing that leadership in this field will define economic and military power for the 21st century. Fourth, supply chains are being rewired. The pandemic exposed the fragility of our just-in-time global delivery system. A single ship stuck in a canal or a lockdown in a single city could send shockwaves across the entire planet. The mantra is no longer just efficiency, it's resilience. Companies and countries are moving from a just-in-time model to a just-in-case strategy. This means near-shoring production, bringing manufacturing closer to home. It means friendshoring, relocating critical industries to allied nations. And it means building strategic stockpiles of everything from microchips to medical supplies. The cost of goods might go up, but the cost of disruption is seen as far greater. And finally, the fifth driver, a mountain of debt. Decades of low interest rates and massive government spending have left the world swimming in unprecedented levels of public and private debt. This isn't just a number on a spreadsheet. This debt acts as a powerful constraint on our future. It limits the ability of governments to respond to new crises. It forces central banks into a difficult balancing act between fighting inflation and preventing a financial collapse. This debt pressure cooker is forcing hard choices and creating economic fragility, making the entire system more vulnerable to shocks. Let's dive deeper into the currency shift. For most of our lives, the world has run on a single operating system. If you wanted to buy oil, sell electronics, or invest internationally, you almost always had to do it using one specific currency. This gave its home country immense power, the ability to impose sanctions, monitor global transactions, and benefit from persistent global demand for its currency. But now, major economies are actively building an alternative. They are conducting trade in their own currencies, bypassing the old system entirely. Imagine 2 countries trading billions of dollars worth of energy, but not a single dollar is used. This is happening right now. They're also developing new cross-border payment networks, creating parallel financial plumbing that doesn't run through the traditional centers of power. This isn't about one currency collapsing overnight. It's a slow, deliberate diversification. A move from a unipolar financial world to a multipolar one, where several currencies share the stage. Now, think about the supply chain rewiring. For 40 years, the goal was simple: make things as cheaply as possible, no matter where that was. This led to incredibly complex globe-spanning supply chains. Your phone might have parts from a dozen different countries, assembled in another, and designed in yet another. It was a marvel of efficiency, but its weakness was its complexity. We're now seeing a great unwinding of this system. A new factory making semiconductors isn't just a building, it's a declaration of strategic independence. A company moving its manufacturing from Asia back to Mexico or Eastern Europe isn't just a business decision, it's a geopolitical one. This is creating new economic hubs and new corridors of trade. It's a painful and expensive process, and for you, it means the era of ever cheaper goods is likely over. The price you pay will increasingly reflect not just the cost of production, but the price of security and resilience. Let's connect this to technology and wealth. The AI revolution is a double-edged sword. On one side, it's creating incredible new capabilities. AI is designing new drugs, optimizing energy grids, and writing code. This creates immense new wealth. But who captures that wealth? The productivity gains are staggering, but they're not being evenly distributed. We're seeing a concentration of wealth in the hands of those who own the AI models, the data, and the computing infrastructure. At the same time, AI-powered automation is beginning to affect white-collar jobs: accountants, designers, analyst jobs once considered safe from technological disruption. This creates a growing gap. On one side, a hyper-productive AI-augmented economy. On the other, a growing number of people whose skills are being devalued. This technological wave isn't just changing how we work, it's reshaping our entire social and economic structure. And all of this is happening under the immense pressure of debt. Imagine trying to renovate your house, start a new business, and deal with a family emergency, all while maxed out on your credit cards. That's the position many of the world's leading economies find themselves in. They need to invest in new technologies, reshore industries, and manage social tensions, but their ability to borrow more is limited. If they print more money, they risk runaway inflation, eroding the savings of their citizens. If they raise interest rates too high to fight inflation, they risk triggering a recession and making their debt burdens unsustainable. This is the tightrope they are walking. Every decision is a trade-off. There are no easy answers, and the risk of a policy mistake is incredibly high. This financial fragility is the backdrop against which all the other resets are playing out. Out of this turmoil, we are seeing the rise of a new class of nations, the middle powers. Countries that aren't superpowers but are large, strategically located, and increasingly influential. Think of nations like India, Brazil, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Indonesia. For decades, they had to navigate a world dominated by one or two major powers. Now, in a more fragmented, multipolar world, they have more options. They can trade with everyone. They can balance relationships between competing blocs. Their large, young populations are becoming major new markets and sources of labor. They are building their own technological capabilities and regional spheres of influence. They are the new swing states of the global order, and their decisions on everything from trade alliances to technology standards will shape the world to come. Their rise is a direct consequence of the great power competition. As the giants wrestle, smaller, agile players find new room to maneuver and thrive. So what does this all mean for you? For your job? For your savings? This global reset translates into very real, personal experiences. The job market is becoming more volatile. Some skills, particularly those that can be augmented by AI, will be in high demand. Others may become obsolete much faster than we ever expected. Lifelong learning isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's a survival strategy. The cost of living will likely feel more unpredictable. The shift from global efficiency to local resilience means some goods will become more expensive. Inflation might not be a temporary blip, but a recurring feature of this new era. Your investments will be navigating a more uncertain world. The strategies that worked for the last 40 years of falling interest rates and stable globalization may not work for the next 40. Understanding where capital is flowing towards resilient supply chains, new energy sources, and AI infrastructure is key. This reset is the defining story of our time. It's not one single event, but a slow, continuous process. It's the quiet rewiring of the world's economic and political systems. It's happening in boardrooms, in government ministries, and on trading floors. The old world isn't coming back. A new one is being built, piece by piece, right now. The changes are profound, and they will affect every aspect of our lives. The question isn't whether this reset is happening. The only question is, are you ready for it? Thanks for watching. If this made you think, consider subscribing for more deep dives into the forces shaping our world.